time. And I remember when I started feeling bad about myself, I switched to wearing more girly clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And that I did it on my own, but you watch these shows and they kind of do that shift to them, right? Because it's almost like they never knew they could look that good. So they resigned to kind of hide. Or in my case, I was hiding in baggy clothes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's 100% some truth to that. I maybe it was the era, but I was like a tall T guy in high school. Like I was one of those guys, but I played sports and it wasn't just me. Everyone was wearing that stuff. And the style was more baggier back then. But I do remember I had a roommate that wore tighter clothes, and this was like the era where it was going away. People were wearing, but I like didn't want to let it go.
Right, same.
So I was still wearing some baggy stuff, and I'll never forget it. Like what he was telling me, like you should switch it up, man. Like you can borrow some of my clothes, and I was like, I don't know, man. Like people are gonna know. And so I wore for the first time like a fitted shirt as opposed to a really baggy one, and I was 18, 19 years old, so I was really skinny still. So a fitted shirt was like a really small shirt. And I didn't go to the gym at all. And I was just like this, my metabolism was off the charts. So I wore like a fitted shirt. And then like, I think he even gave me like a necklace that was way too tight on my neck. But like, he essentially dressed me up like that show. He gave me like his shoes. And so shout out Raymond. He'll know this story. He essentially, that's what happened. He gave me all this stuff. And then I even put a coat on, a really baggy one, because I felt weird I was wearing this. And then so we go to the party and I'm wearing like tighter bottoms, but like this really baggy coat because I'm like nervous about my new shirt that note people. And he tells my brother and like, yeah, I got him to wear. He's like, what? Take the coat off. It was such a like a vulnerable moment where I didn't want to do it, but then I didn't want to be the weird guy holding his coat. They're like, what's wrong with him? So I took it off. And then like, it was just like this weird, like I got a new haircut feeling where everyone kind of knows. But the reality of it is like two people there knew me, so they maybe thought it was different, but everyone else like didn't care or related to me better. Maybe there's some other stuff, but it was like a deal for like 10 minutes. Like, it's so weird, but it looks good, man. You look cool. And then the night went on. Like ever since then, I just stopped wearing baggy clothes. But that feeling is so like real, where you're like, oh, everyone's gonna know. It's hard. It's difficult. But then I started feeling good with it, and then you kind of just move on, right? Yeah.
That clip you just watched was all right, but this next one. Click on the video. You'll see what I'm talking about.